So, you might notice Subnautica looks a little different. Mostly that big old best scores thing on the side there. And that's because we're going to be doing the Deathrun mod. Which, I'll boot it up a second. So it makes a bunch of changes that make the game harder. Which on its own is kind of interesting. And I think this is actually the start I was going to do. Which on its own is something interesting and I maybe would have tried. But more than that, it scores you like it's a roguelike. And it gives you different start areas on Subnautica, which I found very fun. We don't actually need to watch this. It also makes it so the life pod doesn't float. So we are going to hang out in here for a couple seconds as we slowly watch the surface go further and further away. So all the start locations they have are possible. So they aren't... They're still pretty varied, but there's a bunch of start locations that are pretty much next to each other. And if this is the one I'm thinking of, which I'm pretty sure it is, I think this is the most interesting one I saw, where it's kind of like the most unique, but there's a few different ones that I found interesting and wanted to try. I also hopefully changed the options so that the power consumption isn't that bad. Hey, look at Jelly Ray. 95 meters, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100! 104, and there we go, we hit the bottom. And the life pod flipped. Okay, well. So we're really gonna quick climb the ladder down. We're gonna wave to the Sky Ray as it slowly drowns, because it's not supposed to be in the water like this. And here we are, all the way down here, by the Grand Reef, which is pretty deep. If you don't know your Subnautica super well, but you do remember from the previous streams, this is the biome that is right by the island with food on it, if that helps, as kind of like an orientation thing. Oh, I forgot. I'm not in a good... this is not a good webcam spot for this. Because unlike base Subnautica, there's actually something in the top left here. And that is our safe diving depth. Because in real life, you can't just zoom hundreds of meters up while diving. That will kill you. And so this mod kind of added something like that in. Crazy. Really quick. So, I've been playing a decent chunk of this because it was fun, and I wasn't feeling the best from the booster shot this week, so I was kind of relaxing with it. And it's definitely an interesting way to play the game if you're kind of used to the base one. God. Alright, hold on. I've also taken the randomizer off because I'm sure they would both work with each other. I don't know if all starts would be possible with the randomizer on. I think some might just be impossible depending what you got with the randomizer. So, we have the... hold on. I brain farted there. The entire reason I got all that titanium was to make an oxygen tank, and I just didn't make the air tank. Where's my fabricator in this upside-down world? So there's a few other things this mod does. More power is consumed with the fabricator and everything else, and you get less power. There's obviously the safe diving depth, which if you just go above it too fast, you just take damage. And it can be a decent amount. What's going to matter soonish is the Aurora is going to explode a lot faster, though a somewhat random time. And there's going to be a large shockwave when that happens. And also it's going to make the surface radiated. All of it. Not just what's near the Aurora. And that's going to slowly seep into the water to about 60 meters. But honestly, that's not that bad. We have the rad suit. The explosion is also going to have a shockwave, which will damage me a decent amount if I'm not below 100 meters. But that doesn't matter that much because the start is that far down. And another thing with this mod is that it changes some of the recipes, and also the surface air isn't breathable, just in general. So I can't just go to the surface to breathe air. But the oxygen pumps still work for that, so if I bring a pump with me, I can breathe the surface air. Well, a pump and a tube. I found out the hard way that a pump won't work on its own. You do need at least one tube to breathe the air in it. And that was definitely a rough discovery, and where that run ended. Okay, what else? The mod does support respawning, but I feel like that's weird, which is why I set it to hardcore at the very beginning, so I won't respawn, and I can only save by quitting, which, for normal Subnautica, you can save at any time, and then just reload that save on hardcore, but this, I can't. So really quick, I want to track a few recipes. Here. And things will calm down in a second. I'm just saying everything as it comes to mind. Very quickly, I'm just going to get all the beginning stuff out of the way, and then it's going to look very similar to regular Subnautica, just in a weird spot. And with that ascending too quickly message every now and then. Gotta head off to bed, might have to work tomorrow. Oof. Get a good night's sleep, Title. Again, really hope you're feeling better soon. And hopefully you don't have to work. You also might be wondering why I set it so that I'm tracking these first 3 recipes right now. That's because soon I'm going to get the message that the Aurora is going to explode at some point, and that's going to set a timer that just blocks this upper right-hand corner. So I just put, like, 3 nonsense recipes so I can see my actual recipes underneath it when it happens.
The scanner can be used to synthesize and to record alien biological data.
I'm also going to make 2 oxygen tanks, which is a trick you can do in normal Subnautica. Whoops. And I'm doing wrong right now. Because you can actually fill up an oxygen tank with air, and then while you're outside of the pods or habitats, you can swap tanks and get more air. Now, I feel like in vanilla Subnautica, not a whole lot of reasons to do that. It's not super necessary most of the time. In this, though, very helpful. Considering I can't just pop up onto the surface and breathe for a minute. Oh yeah, did I turn the energy costs down? Okay, I did. So fabricating only costs 10 energy instead of 15, which is the normal amount in this mod, which is a lot more than vanilla. You'll also probably end up seeing me carry a whole bunch of bladderfish. That's because when you eat a bladderfish raw, it gives you a bunch of oxygen. So, I don't know what Vanilla's costs are for fabricating, at least, because it's small enough it didn't ever really matter for me to know. But, with how slow you get power in here and that 15 cost of this mod, it's so easy to run out of power within that pod and then just end up standing there waiting forever. Oh, I'm almost rising too fast, but I did find out if you can hit the surface, you won't get the bends. So we're also about right here from the thing, and I'm forgetting for a second I don't breathe on the surface already. So my oxygen was not filling up, and I was going to slowly die there. Alright, but see, I can swap the tank and fill up. I was really hoping to find a brain coral here, because those still give oxygen. Oh, I actually know where one is. Should be, there should be a decent-sized wreck. Oh, why does it have to be getting dark right now? I chose the wrong time to do this. Wait. Oh. Alright, good thing I've got bladderfish. I kind of blinked and just started going around without really thinking. There should be a wreck and a cave somewhere near here. Shit. And in that cave is definitely some brain coral. Oh, that's it right there. So funny enough, I actually found this on a different start. And then I stumbled upon it when I had a start like this. And I was like, oh my god, it's that cave from the other time. I actually know that. Oh, something I didn't mention, this mod also makes all the fish way more aggressive to an absurd degree, honestly, but I don't think I can actually change that in the settings, so I unfortunately just have to live with it. Like, oh, I forgot, hold on. I want to put a screenshot in Discord from, oh god, where are my Steam screenshots saved? I don't even really know. It's probably in my Steam folder, right? Well, I don't actually know where that screenshot is, so I take it back. I won't be able to do it. I forgot I wanted to show that. But, I may have died from a Reaper while on land in this mod, because that's how large the aggro range on the animals is now. I also take more damage from them, so you're gonna see me really have the knife out a lot, because God help me, everything wants to eat me. Oh, there's a crash fish. It's actually what I'm here for. It exploded somewhere. Oh god, it's way too dark for this. But we're here for two things right now. We need sulfur so I can make the repair tool. And I also need a whole bunch of the acid shrooms to make batteries. The mod also changes how batteries work so that what's kind of the normal Subnautica battery is a lot more expensive and hard to make. But you can make kind of cheap copper ones that don't recharge. And, oh, I'm not above the bubbles. Oh, thank God. I almost drowned just because I was in the wrong spot. That shark's coming for me, I think. So the aggro range, thankfully, doesn't start maxed out in this mod. It just slowly builds up more and more, till I think it said like 40 minutes in. So right now it's fairly vanilla, but at some point that's going to change. And everything's going to constantly be trying to eat me. Uh-oh. Don't hurt me. At least too much. God. Where was that cave entrance? God, I should have just gotten the fucking better O2 tank first. Or waited till day to do this. One of the two. There is also a decently funny start spot that's inside a coral tube at the usual spawn spot, and it's called like rolled in or something. I know that fucking sulfur plant should be here somewhere, because I heard that crash fish explode around here. I see one of their eggs. But boy howdy, am I not finding it. Alright. I think I want like 6 of those. You know what? I'll grab a couple extra just in case. Where's that wreck? So I know where my cave is. There we go. I need to put my knife in the right spot. I'm gonna pull out the wrong thing at some point. Huge expansion next year? Oh, nice. Oh. Away from me, you. Oh, that stalker's coming for me. I don't know why it's here. This isn't even the right biome for it. It should be way over there. Got it. Please, I just need a little bit of sulfur so I can make the repair tool. The repair tool is also decently important in this. Oh, there we go. Also, there was a crash fish. There we go. Because, like in vanilla, the repair tool repairs bits of the escape pod, but in this, that also ups the amount of energy you get in there, and it makes it way faster and better. Yeah, awful. It turns out Ubisoft also not a great company. I think there was a third one that had also similar allegations around the same time, but I'm blanking on who it was. Lucid dream and you are Odin. Ragnarok happens. God. Probably pretty enjoyable. But yeah. Oh, my do not support barrel. Yeah, thankfully I haven't been into Assassin's Creed for a while. I never really got into Far Cry, and those are, as far as I can think of, really the main things they're making. Alright. Far Cry is AC. Fair enough. Oh, there's the dead bird. Bye, birdie. It's slowly floating up.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay. So I can make a bunch of batteries. I have the sulfur. I can make the repair tool, so let's do that. Oh, also, making the repair tool and repairing the pod will flip it back over, which is nice. Would make you go yar har har. Yeah. I may be encouraging a little bit of yar har har. Depends on the situation. But also, I totally don't because, you know, this is on stream and recorded. It would be awful if I said you should go yar har har. Whee! Oh. Oh, I glitched out of it. Oh my god! Ow! Alright, that hasn't happened before. Why am I so high up now? Is it sinking again? Oh, this is not good. Well, the whole point of being here was so that I was down there. It's not supposed to go back up. That's just gonna make it more annoying to explore down here. And now I'm in the radiation area. Alright, hold on. Yeah, see that Reaper Leviathan cause of death right there? That was on land. It got me there. I see where it holds view screenshots. I don't want current session, Subnautica. I don't want to share it to Facebook. Hold on, I just want to show the screenshot in Discord. Alright, it is refusing to let me show the screenshots. I have the Reaper on land. Alright. So if I really quickly delete that one. So this was what I was playing, I think, Thursday. I'm gonna see how far I am in on this. If I'm too far, then I'll just load the other one I have. Okay, let me see. I'm working on the repair tool, the Sea Glide, the Aurora's exploded. I have the lead suit, the rebreather, 2 high-capacity O2 tanks. That one's empty. Couple spare batteries, lube, those things. You know what? Nah. I don't want to do this. I want to do a new one. So, I did. One of the things I bothered doing on Thursday is I got a couple of the more interesting starts, in my opinion. I was like, I want to do at least one of these. So, that one, no. But I have this one. And that's... Here. I'll load this one. This was the one I've mostly been playing this week. Except for Thursday, I guess, which means Tuesday and Wednesday.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I managed to get a little in. I don't know why I'm showing it like I've actually done a lot, but... Like, you can eventually get things all working and going and grooving. Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. I can show that off. So I built this base where I always build this base, right next to that big wreck in the red grass area. Only the strangest thing happened when I put down one of those buildings, and then I like left to get some supplies, and I came back, and the wreck despawned, except for all the salvage and the boxes in it. And this is where it used to be. And it's just gone now. I assume because I put that building, like, too close, and so somehow I got it, like, partially in it. And now it just doesn't spawn it to, you know, because it'll be, like, in my base. But it sure made grabbing everything in it a lot easier than it was before. And I've slowly just been grabbing everything that was in it for the titanium to build the rest of the base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But, like, to give an idea of the power, right now I have a bioreactor and 3 solar panels, and even just running the scanning room will drain more power than I produce. The numbers are a lie, because that's, like, the vanilla numbers and a different mod that's showing the power levels, but like, right now the solar panels aren't going, but you can see that it's slowly draining the power at the very top from the scanning room, and that's the only thing running right now. So, power definitely an issue. Oh, the mod also makes it so that you have to find more fragments in order to get a blueprint, and that's kind of annoying. Oh, do I might not have the power set to the right setting in this. So I might have to make a new save. As you can see, it's somewhat random how the life pod lands every time.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I just need a little something something to see how much power is used. They're gonna be food. Alright, if this eats 15 power, I'm gonna just have to make a second save. Alright, it only ate 10, so we could rock with this. Because I do want to play with the increased difficulty on stream, but that one just makes it take forever to do everything, especially early on. And that's just not very exciting for the stream. I'm kind of fine with it off stream where the only person that's waiting is me, but you know. Let's make it a little more interesting. Okay, there's some copper. There's some silver. That's pretty lucky. I need that for the second O2 tank. I might actually die right here, and we might have to make a new save anyway. Uh-oh. Oh my god. I'm actually surprised that made it. This might surprise you. I've had a lot of saves end that way, where just like, oops, went a couple feet too far and I didn't make it back in time. I got a little too greedy. Okay. I'd really like this peeper right here. Just because it's good food. If I can get to max food and water, that would be nice. Oh, something else this mod does that I kind of forgot to mention, because I kind of forget it's a thing most of the time, is it does actually give you a maximum crush depth. So right now, without a special suit, I can't go below 200 meters, which is down by that wreck down there. That's a little too far. You can't exactly see it right now. or I'll start taking damage, which isn't in vanilla except for vehicles. And I wandered over here. I wanted to say hi to our neighbor. Look at him. Isn't he fun? He's a little too deep right now, and by the hot vents that'll also hurt me. Howdy hoo, neighbor. Happy Christmas, Warper. Ouchie, hot. And that's interesting, because I found out that means that I might die. That might have been too far. But that means that you don't actually start the game infected enough for Warpers to be hostile, and I didn't know that until I played this start, where you kind of just start right next to that one. Now, I think if I go give him a hug, he'll still smack me, but he won't, like, chase me down or anything. I guess I haven't left through the bottom of the life pod yet. And that's one of those things where, like, according to the game, that's how it should work, but I never knew whether they actually bothered putting that in or not. Until here, where I guess they did. Oh, Stalker's mad. Also, in a little bit, the aggro range will probably get large enough that a bone shark is going to wander over here and start being mean. And that's a shame, because they're actually pretty dangerous. Hurt badly. Oh, please get in. Oh, do I have... I don't have fins. I should grab the seed clusters to make those. Whoops. Oh, mouse. Yeah, I know I'm ascending too quickly. New blueprint acquired. Happy Christmas, diver. See, but if I was playing with the default power costs of this mod, I would have ran out of power right there. And I would have had to wait for it to boot up 15 power to make that knife. Which it just takes forever.
The knife remains the only exception.
Oh! Too high. Stalker giving me a hug. Appreciated. I'm sorry I slapped you around a little, but I know you like it. Part of me is actually feeling like I should have just played Shadow of War tonight as the second game. Because honestly, that also sounds like a lot of fun. But I didn't think of it quick enough, and I already booted this up. What am I working on right now? Real quick, just throw those 3 on when we get the timer for the thing exploding. I want that. I have the fins. I need the scanner, the flashlight, the repair tool. And after that, I need the base builder. Which I'm also pretty sure they changed the recipe for the base builder, but I've had randomizer brain rot for a little too long, and so I don't remember what it is vanilla. See, but there's the explosion warning, and it just kind of covers up those first 3 recipes, and I can't see what I need for them, so. See some quartz down here. You, come here. You little snack. New creature discovered.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
I guess I could just make the scanner right now. I need to go get the mushrooms to make the actual batteries for it, but at least I have it. I really need to do is take these stalkers' toys away for the scrap. I need a bunch of titanium, both for the better oxygen tank, and also just to make a second one. Okay, this is the path I should have taken right here, which is basically the same path I did, but a bit to the side. But I hadn't played for a couple days, so I forgot. But if I just kind of follow the side of here, it'll lead to that cave with the brain coral and air. I don't think I'm going to make it back without eating a bladderfish or 2. Whoops. I keep getting distracted gesturing at things. So you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. That keeps eating precious seconds that I forget I don't have right now. I wonder if I go down here. Now there's a couple ledges the wreck is on that isn't quite all the way at the bottom. I wonder if there might be a little bit of scrap there. This is just within safe diving depth. It does not look like there is. Damn. I'll take you though. Yeah. Oops.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Fine, grab it. I don't know how dangerous those flotation devices are to use in this. I have to imagine very. So it'll just blast you to the surface, so then you'll suffer from the bends. Probably die, but who knows? Maybe they have some special chemical or some excuse in them so that it doesn't kill you to use it. Man, would love a flashlight. At least I found some scrap. Alright, with that at least I can make a second oxygen tank, which will help out. Doesn't exactly double how far you can go, because a good amount, especially for the first oxygen tank of your air supply, is just how much air, like, you not breathing, but... whoops, I need to scrap it first. Then oxygen tank it. Okay. Oh, there's more scrap I should maybe actually grab, but oh well. Over here should be... Yep, see there's those floater isle little rocks. So right here's the cave with the brain coral in it. Which I only really remember because it was incredibly useful for multiple different runs I've had. And so it was like, oh yeah, I definitely remember that. That saved my life a whole bunch of times. So I get French fry in the back of my throat again. I wonder how snowed it is outside. So I need to remember when I, you little shit. Oh my god, how am I not grabbing it? So it took me a little bit to realize, but eating this thing actually will up my safe diving depth. Which is added in by, this mod. I should be able to... Ouch, didn't make it. I thought I'd be able to get to the top before the damage hit me, and I did not. Oof, ouch, owie, my lungs. I guess my bloodstream, because that's from, nitrogen in it or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of those little shits exploded. Aha! So this is kind of the area you start in the vanilla game. So I kind of know my way around here. Oh, that's not good. So again, I take increased damage, so, you know, those guys are very dangerous. And then you die in less than 6 hours. That sounds terrible. I'm glad I have not experienced it, and I've not really ever been in a position to experience it. Although I wouldn't mind going diving someday. Don't exactly know if I'd like to dive far enough for that to be a worry, but it would be fun. So, positives and negatives. The increased aggro range that hasn't exactly started yet
Sulfur is an essential component.
makes these little shits a lot less dangerous, because they tend to aggro before they could ever reach you. Owie. The negatives, it's a lot harder to find the flowers when the fish don't, you know, show from them. Alright, but we got a sulfur, and that's all we need. So we're gonna fill up on oxygen. We're gonna head back that way to the life pod. We're gonna make the repair tool again. This time, we're gonna hop out of the pod after we fix it, so that hopefully we don't glitch into it and cause both of us to go flying and take a fuck ton of damage. And that should also hopefully leave it near the bottom, because that's very helpful for later, and the main reason I reset. Not just because I'm salty I took damage I didn't need to take. Yeah, like, I have no idea how that fish saw me, or where it was attacking from. Saw the explosion that time. But we're definitely going to hit the point. I don't know if I'd say soonish, but eventually we're going to hit the point where it just fish aggro from ridiculous places away. 24 meters B star. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the B star means. I know it's from having things that reduce the nitrogen levels in you, which is the air from the brain coral, and also the floating air pumps do that as well. I don't know what the B star means, but I know it basically means that your safe depth is higher than it currently should be. And basically means be careful trying to reach that height, because it's definitely going to drop faster than usual. Woo! Made it back on one oxygen tank. Okay, so... Oh, I completely forgot. I needed a bunch... I should have been looking at my recipes, but I didn't. I should have grabbed a bunch of glass while I was there. Not that I can't find glass and stuff around here, but there's definitely a lot of it very easily grabbed back over there. To the point where I might head back for it. Alright, let's do this again.
Lifeboat secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. I see it isn't perfectly straight right now, but hey, that happens. See, and now we basically get triple the power we had before, which is why it's so helpful to make sure and do that, like, immediately. And for whatever reason, I've noticed starting in this area, you immediately get the Yoki Kasar life pod, which is over in the mushroom forest. Oh, it's that way, apparently. Don't know why. Not entirely sure what exactly triggers that, but whatever it is basically happens by default there, so. Which is also annoying because you can, like, start in that mushroom forest biome. In fact, I think the run I had where I got eaten by that Reaper, I started there. And it just would not happen. It wouldn't pop that up, so I just went and grabbed it because I was right next to it, but, you know. That's honestly probably one of the better spawn spots I've seen. Just because you're right by a whole bunch of lithium, which is what you need to make... One of the things you need to make the better batteries. The other thing is diamonds, which you can also get right there. So it's like the hard parts of the better diamonds you can get right there, which really helps out. And you're also by... You're by, you know, one of the super shallows, you're by a red grass area, and you're by kelp. It's really got, like, a whole lot just right there. Which is also funny because I think that start is called, like, very hard or something. I found it to be, like, one of the better starts. And I feel like there's a bunch of the start names that just flat out lie, so... Would you spawn air, please, so I can breathe? Thank you. Ow, fucker. See, we're starting to get to the point where the increased aggro range is happening. I'm getting my ass ate by everything. Is there shadow? Are they coming for me? The mod also changes it so that they definitely start targeting you specifically more often, and they start favoring you over everything else, which is annoying to say the least. I don't know why I'm bothering to scan all the kind of worthless fish, but, you know. Gary. Oh, the sand shark's after me. That thing might actually kill me if it hits me real quick. Oh, uh-oh. See, but, like, instead of needing, like, 2 sea glide fragments, I need 4. I've noticed it doesn't do that with everything. It's mostly just stuff you actually use. And the more helpful, the more parts you need for it, which is infuriating, but, you know, it is a mod that's supposed to be making the game harder, so I get it. And at least most of the stuff is an option, so you can, like, turn it off if you don't want it, which is nice. Does affect your score, though, if you care. Like, if I remember right, because I have the power consumption on, like, the second, a slightly easier difficulty, I think I get, like, only 99% of the usual points instead of the full points. Kind of blank, did I... Alright, I know how to make a beacon. Okay, they at least didn't up the cost of beacons, which is nice. I think that's the first one of these that I've gotten the recipe for the beacon. So that's nice. I think on that one where I got eaten by the Reaper, which is like the furthest run I've had where I did die, I think I never got
discovered.
the sea glide on that one, so it was just me swimming the whole time on my own. Which was a little rough, a little slow. But I made it work until I got eaten on land by the giant deep sea predator. Alright, so I do need... God. Let me see. I need 2 quartz for the flashlight, and then 4 for each, 4 for each O2 tank I want, which is at least 2. Please don't hurt me too bad. And I'm just gonna grab all the quartz in this tunnel, then I'll head back to that brain coral and head back to base. Because I think that should be enough with maybe a little extra, which I'll take. Yeah, and it's not that quartz doesn't spawn near the base, but it's a lot easier to grab right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Alright, if I could have 1 more quartz so that it's not an odd number, that would be nice. I gotta head back to the coral, though. Which is over here? Shit. Uh-oh. I have some bladderfish, so I'm good, but I'll use this coral. Ugh, that could have been bad. Should also grab that table coral while I'm here. Oh, come a little closer, little rabbit Ray. Oh, let me scan you. I love you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need 1 more quartz still. Yeah, it's not super important. I'm just gonna move on. I'm like dead. Why is it not moving? Yeah, whatever. Go ahead and grab you. Or not. Thought I had enough room for it. Yeah, I should kind of keep an eye out for... Ow! I was gonna say for, you know, parts in this red grass area, but I guess I should also keep an eye out for sharks. You raise a great point, game. Should maybe actually not be scanning these right now, since I need a lot of them, and I don't have the best oxygen currently. So I can definitely wait for a better time. I think I might have to eat a bladderfish or 2 on the way back, but we got this. Oh, we can make it.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen.
Hey, we have a radio call as well. Probably the sunbeam. I feel like this mod makes that happen a lot faster as well, which I won't complain about.
This is Aurora. Distress
Oh, nope, it's that.
rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9.
Oh, I should have grabbed that scrap. I actually needed it. Ain't that just the darndest shame? Well, we'll put those in to make into food later. I don't need these on me right now. They're just from an area I'm not by. And I know I didn't fill in that oxygen tank in as well. As long as I remembered that, I should be fine. Yeah, they did up the sea moth recipe to be extremely annoying. So we definitely aren't going to see that tonight. I honestly should turn that down in the settings, because that's its own setting, because it, I have to assume, wasn't exactly well received by a lot of people that played this mod, and that's the reason it's a setting, but... Give the mod creator some credit. Pretty much everything is a setting that you can at least tweak slightly. May have, like, very specific values you can change it to, just like a kind of easy, normal, hard thing, but you can at least change it. Here's one high-capacity O2 tank. And if I make this glass, I need another silver. Okay. Another silver and another 2 titanium will get me the other one. We'll need to make that rebreather. It's especially helpful with how deep we are. Both because we're deep, so just a rebreather is more helpful in general, but also, since we are deep enough, the radiation won't be hitting us on it without me going up. I don't have to worry about that part, at least. Okay, so we're gonna make at least 1 water. Check the medkit fabricator, because that's very important. With the extra damage you take, it's definitely good to have a stock of med packs. I'm gonna leave it just running, so that, you know, the drive core eats some of the explosion. But I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and also get more soda. BRB.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
You telling me an egg nogged this milk? Delicious. Well, we got about 10 minutes. Whoops, I'm not clicked in the game. Hold on. Where's my cursor? There we go. I'm glad the rabbit ray is doing all right. That spawned in from me exiting the escape pod. Scan the ball. Scan D's balls. Got him. Bladderfish. God, it's nice having the upgraded air pump. So another downside to the radiation, besides, you know, being dangerous if you don't have a radiation suit, the wonderful mod creator also decided that it should make batteries make tools use up their batteries faster. And boy howdy, if they don't kind of just chew through shit if you're using the basic copper batteries. Which is why I was kind of trying to get a lot of scanning done when we were over by the shallows, just because that's going to be radiated to hell. It's just going to cost more battery to do later on, but it's not a big enough deal for me to go back there right now when I don't have much else going on, because I won't be able to make the sea glide for a while. It's just worth it, you know, when I also need the sulfur and the mushrooms for the batteries to hop over there, and the sulfur. And it was worth it for the glass. I think I grabbed a couple of these. Did. See, I also don't need that or that tracked anymore, so it's just the canister and the base builder. Gary.
It is common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Oh, there's... Oh man, this poor thing must be very advanced infection. It's just kind of spinning there. Ooh! Hey, look, a thermal plant. That wasn't here last time when I did this start, and I got a little ways in. There was a ruby and gel sack, though, and honestly, that was maybe more important than the thermal plant. Because, can we see it now that it's day? There is... As I kind of mentioned, there is quite a large shipwreck right there. I can't reach it right now because it's beyond my safe diving depth. Oh god. Did you see how that thing was already aggroed on me by the time we could finally see it? Our aggro range is getting fairly high. But, yeah, I can't dive down deep enough to scan any of that wreck yet. But once we get the radiation suit, that actually increases your diving depth. And then I can scan it. Honestly, that's about as far as that one save I loaded was here, so maybe I should have just continued it, but... oh well. This way... oh no, wait. Yes, you'll at least see the drive core explosion this way, because that already happened by then. Man, my radio is just going off right now. Final answer, God. Boop. Hello, radio. Need one more titanium.
This is Life Pod 3, uploading our
Okay.
coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency.
That's the one that usually happens first in the game.
Don't panic.
Oh, a Grand Glider egg.
Home without us. Seriously.
Which I also know what it is immediately. It's not like a unknown egg. Interesting.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah, oh, I should track that rebreather. That's a wiring kit, so I need 2 more silver and also 2 of the ouchie, the bends. That's enough for that bit of cloth. I do need more silver. We're kind of already almost at the point where it's not so much the early scramble for ingredients, so much as the kind of starting to go around and trying to find recipes for everything, so we can start building stuff.
New blueprint acquired.
Nope. And drive core is also almost exploded, so I should maybe head back to the life pod. It's both deep enough and also inside, so I think I take less damage in it. Another fairly minor complaint with the mod. A lot of it works great, at least does what it's supposed to. The damage calculation on the Aurora drive core explosion I don't think is working how it's supposed to. Because it's supposed to be you need to dive deep enough that the explosion doesn't hurt you, which makes sense. That's basically how it should work. Only I still take some damage pretty deep and close to the 100 meters it recommends. But I've also been up on the surface and just not taken damage. And I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. But yeah, not the biggest deal ever. Just pointing out that, fix your broken shit, dev, get good. Hashtag blaze it. It's just recommended for survival. That's definitely it, because, you know, if I am 100 meters, I still technically take damage, but it's basically nothing. But I was still pretty close to the ship and also at the surface, and I just didn't take damage. It was very strange, and it did happen multiple times, I think, because I just wanted to end those runs, so I was like, hey, I'll watch the Aurora explode and see what it looks like, and then I just lived, and I'm like, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So I think there's a little bit of funkiness happening with it. I am going to choose to dive deeper down so that we can watch the shockwave, because there is actually like a visual effect for that, which is pretty neat. It's not like a cool visual effect, but it's like a nice extra detail that the mod dev put in that don't think they exactly needed to, but again, nice touch. I kind of want to see it. Alright, I am going to dive a bit deeper, just to make sure we really don't take too much damage. Yeah, seek safe depth immediately, preferably inside.
In the Aurora's drive core, the reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9,
They also time it well. They actually get the audible countdown from your PDA to sync with that timer, which is nice. Yeah, so I basically took no damage. I was still technically injured. I think I took probably a whopping 1 damage, but seeing there's like a big kind of, you know, shockwave kind of cloud happening.
acquired. For your convenience, the radiation suite has been added to your blueprint database.
Oops, went too high. Owie! So I think what's happening and why I keep going too high too fast is a nice side effect of the rebreather is that your safe depth is a lot higher than it is without, which is a cool touch that I also like. But I don't currently have the rebreather yet, and I think I'm used to having it, so I think I keep just going up too fast. That's not ready. Okay. So yeah, so now radiation is slowly going to sink further and further in until it stops at about 60 meters. I think exactly, but I'm not sure if it's a little fuzzy on it or not. And yeah, things will consume more power when they're in radiation and recharge slower. Now, one of the nice things about this start is we're deep enough that it won't really affect the area around us that much. I also know it's been over 40 minutes, because I believe the timer for the Aurora exploding this time was like 36 minutes. So we should have the maximum aggro range of hostile creatures. Which is honestly higher than I would have, and I think that's one of the few things I can't change in the options menu, which is a damn shame, but... mostly just because there's that one Reaper that's near the island with the gun that shoots down the rescue ship. And that thing will swim through the island to get you. Which is rough, and why I died on the surface from it. Which really isn't the modder's fault, that's the devs of the actual game's fault for not having the Reaper not clip through fucking the ground. But, what can you do? If it needed the disc, it didn't really playing the game. I want to play because they are on disc. Whoops. That happens. But hope the upgrade to Hitman 3's fun. I wish I was more into that series. It's such a cool one, but just didn't get into it when I tried it. At least fun to watch other people play, though. So I can finally get our second high-capacity tank. Can also track the radiation suit, which I believe I already have the lead for, so I just need to get the fiber meshes. Yep. Alright, that's nice and easy. Because that's just kelp, which we're right by. It's funny, but how close you are to a kelp forest is actually one of the things that kind of determines how hard the starts you have are. Because a lot of the early stuff kind of uses the kelp. And so if you aren't next to it and you have to go far, it can definitely be annoying. Notably, the fact that the seeds get you the fins, which make you move faster, really kind of changes like how easy the early game is. But again, once you get like a few minutes in, it doesn't matter as much. Showing fully with a huge levels was good at, because I could just go guns blazing and still move forward featured story-wise. That's fair. The Hitmans I've seen definitely wouldn't let you do that. Although I think from what I saw, the newer Hitmans, they eventually wound up easier, and you still couldn't go full guns blazing, but they definitely slowly let you get closer to that. Okay, so I don't need the radiation suit anymore. So I still need the wiring kit and another fiber mesh. I can wait on the fiber mesh, but I need some sandstone to get silver for the wiring kit. Okay, that's good. I don't have to worry about the warper over here yet. That's one thing I'm curious about this start is, how mean does that warper end up once you're fully infected and they get hostile with you? Because, he's not that far away. And again, that aggro range gets pretty large. And I assume you can, but it's very difficult to kill the warpers. Especially without, like, you know, the prawn suit or anything. Oh, is this lithium right here? No, it's just sandstone. Damn. I don't know if there's really lithium around here. That 2 silver? Hell yeah. Also, look at this cool thing. Games and 007. Is that like a thing they've said they're working on? Or is that just a hope? I haven't heard about that, but if they are, that's a pretty cool and honestly kind of surprising they haven't been asked to do that before. Bunch of important shit right here. Just gonna grab and run. Oh, and I got the silver. That was actually a very successful trip right there. It was announced quite some time ago. Huh. Little surprised I never heard anything about it. You'd think I would have at least heard someone, like, mention it. Alright, there we go. Now if I just cut 2 bits off of this kelp, then I can make the rebreather, and we can have a lot easier time down here. You'll turn to macro microtransactions on a full $80 game. Ugh. Yeah. Maybe one of my least favorite new BS move for devs to pull is to not have microtransactions for reviews and then put them in like a week after. It's quite the load of bullshit. Ugh, yeah. Fortunately, I don't think any game I've really been hoping for has done that yet, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time. I can put that away. Ugh, running out of storage a little bit. Whew. Okay. We now have our rebreather. The only thing we can really make right now that's useful is the base builder. But that can wait until I find lithium and magnetite. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and we're going to scan some of this wreck. I'm also going to... Oh, I need to make another battery. Okay, I'll do that when I head back to base. Prawn suit drill arm. That's something I'm very surprised they did not up the amount of fragments you need to find. Still only need 2 for that. One of the most useful upgrades in the game. Hello, membrane tree. Gel sack. I think that's just, yeah, general scrap. Oh, Moonpool Fragment. Take that. That's another one. This is also something. Oh, also the Moonpool. And that would be very useful if I could get a sea moth, but man, am I not going to be able to get a sea moth. So the main reason I'm saying I won't be able to get a sea moth is because one of the ingredients you need is some of that bulb bush that is like on the other side of the world, and also by a bunch of reapers. And I don't know if I can even enter that biome without getting spotted by one of them because of the increased aggro range. So we'll see about that one. Would you get in? Whoops, battery. Want a flashlight, battery. Give me that. Give me 2 of those. If I somehow get all the ingredients for a sea glide, I can also have another battery for that without having to go get mushrooms. Though I don't know why, because I think the sea glide only spawns in shallow areas where I'd be able to find those mushrooms anyway. But hey, I won't have to worry about it. Oh. See, that thing doesn't clip into the walls. Subnautica devs. Fix the Reaper, damn it. I know, it's not getting fixed. I also really, at some point, should probably go back to below 0 and beat it, but I don't know. I just didn't like the vibe of that game as much as this one. I probably will go back and try and beat it at some point, but for now, at least, I'd rather fuck around with mods in this one. Hey, we have the drill arm mod recipe. Now, if we just had the actual prawn suit. See, I don't really need the titanium right now, so I'm not going to scan that. It's closed off. Those are just rocks. Okay, but yeah. So from what I can tell, the rebreather sets it so that the your safe diving depth is about half of your current depth, and without it, it's 3/4. So I was at about 200 meters deep there, so my safe diving depth was about 100 instead of being 150. Real quick, double check that my other O2 tank is in fact full. Because man, have I made that mistake before and only gone out with 1 full O2 tank. Which, by the way, that is a trick that is, like, in the vanilla game. You can just make multiple O2 tanks and swap them out in vanilla. It's just, I don't really know why you'd need to. I feel like that's only really useful early-ish game, but early game you're by the surface, so you can just hop there to get more air. Truth of habit? God. Good for her, though. Imagine getting someone a PS5 just because you simp for them. Crazy. Imagine just getting a PS5. Oh, I had that scanned already. I did good at swimming. I hope that that warp is not hostile. God. It'd be nice if Reapers weren't hostile. That would be crazy. Anything else here? Yeah, not a ton. I have not watched Ray's GTA streams yet. I did actually start... I was actually rewatching his Yakuza 0 stream. It's kind of been what I've been watching the last couple days. I think I was watching something else of his before that, but I don't remember what. I think I started up his Resident Evil streams, but I didn't get into it. San Andreas is fucking insane. I really gotta watch it. Yeah, I'll probably watch that over this next week. Unless something else pops up, since a lot of people haven't exactly been streaming with Christmas. Because, you know, they have actually interesting things to do. But... oh. Go away! This isn't your biome! Leave me alone, shark. Surprised we haven't seen a bone shark yet. They're kind of all over the place with this mod. Give me that. Oh. Missed it. Don't you hate missing things in menu? 1,000 bits? Holy shit. Good for Ray. Imagine dropping 100,000 bits on someone because you simped that hard for them. Crazy. Ray confirmed e-girl. God, eggnog is so good. Really hope it doesn't fuck up my stomach too hard tomorrow. Worth it. Man, I want to grab those rubies, but there just really is not a lot of use for them. God, 5 bits for the scanner room. Ugh. It's annoying. Why did I leave that option on if it was an option? He definitely treats his fans well. He has managed to not become ego-consumed, which good for him with, you know, being one of the top streamers on Twitch. Almost top 50. Crazy.
Integrating new PDA data.
But I'm sure he'll go back to Achievement Hunter any day now. He did actually go back for that that Olympics video, and that was actually a very good video.
New blueprint acquired.
Giveaway God. Yeah, Bruce has, like, an insanely generous community. I have seen a bit of that. I haven't really checked out a lot of his streams, but I've been on, like, the periphery of enough of them to really notice that. God, okay, so I can't get further in here without the laser cutter, which I haven't even found a fragment for. I'm still good for a while, but I might end up calling the stream a little early tonight. I kind of get hit by a big wave of tired, and if that keeps up, might head to bed a little early tonight. Whoop. Let's try a game. You tried tricking me thinking I already had a bladderfish. Or I had already grabbed that bladderfish. No worries. Yeah. Just wanted to give a heads up so it's not out of nowhere if I end up doing that. Okay. What should I work on right now in this game? This area has a lot of good recipes to scan for. But I feel like it's all mid to late game stuff, and I need the early game stuff right now. So I think I need to grab the radiation helmet. I think we need to head to the shallow so I can get some of the more earlier recipes. So this should be a lot easier to do since we have a way better oxygen tank. But we'll still definitely make some of the pit stops with the old brain corals. Also got a good amount of bladderfish in case I need emergency air. I don't know how I'm doing on the health pack situation, but I think I've got at least a couple. Alright, we're in the radiation zone. So it has sunk down to about 50 meters so far. It's still got a little further to go. Alright, so I'll keep an eye out in this area for anything. And to the right, the kelp forest. Which right here is a little something something. If I'm lucky, it's the sea glide. It is. Alright, one more. Do you think she's real? God, it's insane how good graphics can be nowadays. That was actually something I was thinking about watching the Ray's archive of Yakuza 0 is that game still looks fantastic, and it is not especially new anymore. I think that came out like, what, around more 2017-ish? It just still looks like so damn good. Uncanny Valley, man. Yeah, there's definitely some of that with some games. I feel like especially the way people talk and kind of show their teeth. Here's a little something. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, come on, give me that laser cutter. Don't bite me, you little shit. Oh, thank you. Oh, you did it. He bit first. Let the record show. Greedo shot first. Alright, I'm almost to that brain cave, at least. And I feel like I've found more parts in this red grass the last couple times I've done a run. She didn't look bad. I feel like Lucas kind of had some crazy eyes, but, well, I think I also got a little Uncanny Valley from Mia. Ow! Fuck. I think the character I felt like they did a really good job on that one was, Jack. I got a knife, I'm ready for you, shark. Surprised that biter's not coming for me. Or the shark, really. Oh, is it gonna... Nope. Welcome to the family, son. It's getting to be day, that's nice. You'd think having everything glow green would make it a little easier to see, but it is so hard to see at night in the radiation zone in this, especially if you get really shallow, where it's like super bright green. God! It might kill me. Woo! Alright. Ow! There are two of them? Should have ran when I hit it. Oh, dear God. Ow! Well, there goes, like, all of my health packs. They were nice while they lasted. Not heal where I'm gonna get poisoned. Yeah, you can just hear me setting off all of the crashers in the walls and them exploding. God, what do I need to find right now? Sea glide bits, I'm trying to think of everything available in these areas. I have the beacon. I don't have the grav trap, but I don't use that damn thing, so I don't care too much if I get it. I'll scan it if I see it. Why is there scrap in here? There should be brain corals on the other side of here. Bunch of quartz. Was I in a different tunnel? I didn't realize it. There should be brain coral around here somewhere. Oh, there's some at least. I think there's some, like, right there-ish. But let me see. I definitely need the sea glide. That's kind of the main thing right now. There will definitely be a part by that spot there. I have to empty your wallet to get it. Nice! I'll admit, the only art I've ever commissioned is the emotes for the stream. But Steffi do a good job with those. Okay, God, what do I need as like a checklist right now? I need the sea glide. How many things have I found for it? Because I think that's the only thing in these kelp... Well, the kelp area will also have the mobile vehicle bay, but so will the red grass area. My other tank's full, right? Yeah. So if I can get the sea glide, then I can kind of head back to base. I might have the radio for the red grass area thing there. And I'll take an oxygen pump and I'll set up like a little stop there. Yeah, it should be Subnautica. Did it not change? Did I not hit like save or something? It's there. There we go. Oh. My hand's not on the right key. A sea glide. Oh, don't bite me, shark. I see your shadow. Okay. Almost halfway to the mobile vehicle bay. Didn't change for me. Refreshing might fix it, but... Which is at least saying I changed it, so that's good enough for me. Oh. There's a compass. I probably won't bother making that, just because it's kind of expensive, all things considered. Okay, so that Barring needing to come back for some of the mushrooms or quartz, that should be everything I need from these kind of shallows areas. So I can more focus on the red grass bit. The brain corals over here. Okay, and I've got 2 advanced tanks, so I should be able to just kind of make a beeline for, the pod. Although, I could explore that red grass area and quickly find the life pod there. Because there should be a data box there, and that'll get me a little something something. Or, I could go... I think I might go back to the base to make an oxygen pump and some pipes. That way I can kind of explore it a little more thoroughly. Because there's quite a bit of wreckage over there, so I should be able to get a good amount of fragments for things. Okay. What also might not be a bad idea is building a couple beacons and just putting them by some of those brain corals. But I can at least make 1 beacon and I'll put it by the pipe of oxygen. That way I can see it more easily. Because they aren't always the most visible things, and I've definitely come close to drowning just because I couldn't see where my pipe was. I might try and come up with my own OC and do that. Something I think would also be fun would be being a VTuber. They seem like they have fun. Don't know if it's just that grass is greener of streamers, but... I also have no idea how to get any of that set up, but I might look into it at some point. God. I keep forgetting how far away I really am from the vanilla start with this life pod. VTuber is a female cat. Nice. The only VTuber I've kind of actually seen a bit of would be Caden from Rooster Teeth. She definitely makes it look like fun. Although I guess doesn't Shen have like a VTuber persona of herself that she uses occasionally? Or is it just like a still image? I don't remember if it's... Yeah, it's animated, right? Shin has the VTube thing. Of Voxer. Couldn't remember the name for a bit. Woo!
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I ought to just store this ruby and stuff. Howdy, Sunbeam. Okay, so I do want one of those, one of those. I do actually need more titanium. Damn it.
I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position.
Yeah. No, not that. Not Shen. Shenpai. Ray's raided her a couple times, and she's pretty funny. I should actually take the time to make that first. Because that'll really let me explore more. Okay, I have that for the copper wire, then 2 gold, 2 lead, and a loop. And 2 loop. And it's 1 seed cluster for a loop? Yes, okay, so I need 2 seed clusters. Then I've got that. Alright, that's not too bad. Where are you? I know I've got food stored up, but you know what? If you're just gonna be there, I'm gonna grab you anyway. Oh! Realized I was going past my safe depth. Alright, that's all I needed. Quick scan, see if there's any bladderfish. There is not. There is a shark trying to eat my booty. It's not fast enough, though. It was a beast. Yeah. I feel like I've occasionally seen him pop up in conversations. I think mostly in the Final Fantasy XIV Discord, but he seems to be doing alright, at least. Do miss his streams as well. They were damn good time. Okay, those copper wire. Oh, I think I might need one more copper to actually make the battery for the Sea Glide. Ooh, I am also out of battery for the scanner. Where's my flashlight have 8? Oh, I guess I used it for that one wreck a little bit. Long Fable Trilogy streams. I don't know if I saw those. Might not have managed to catch those. Ah, damn it. Okay, I really need 2 more batteries. Alright, let's make a quick jaunt. No, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna take the battery out of that. I'll use that for the scanner. But I just need to get 1 copper so I can make a battery for the Sea Glide.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And then while I'm on my little adventure, I'll try and grab... oh, I also need... Fuck, I need scraps so that I can make, the oxygen pump and pipes. Hello, shark. Oh, you didn't come for me. I was actually expecting that. Hey, there's a copper. If I could get, like, 1 more scrap, that would be fantastic, but I can live with it if I don't. Oh, nope. For Lights community? Aw, that's a shame. I really need to start being a part of other people's stream communities again. I've really fallen off. It's gonna be like one of my goals in the next few months is kind of get in the habit of hanging out in other people's streams again. Supporting friends and stuff. Nothing there.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys?
Hey, that's the one I wanted.
Our pod was almost crushed by this on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system.
Mushrooms for battery.
Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to
Whoops. Okay. Then pump and pipe. Pump? I needed 1 more titanium to make full use of that. Huh, damn it. Okay, I had it at least. There. Pipe. Equip that. Put in the battery. Okay. Make some water. Check the med kit. I have 1 med kit. Ugh. Just gonna have to live with that one, though. Put that there. That there. I would save it, but I can't. so we won't. Alright. We're gonna kind of take the... Well, I guess we don't have to, huh? We won't take the slow way because I have the oxygen pump. And so I will be able to get breath anywhere near the surface. Whoops, too fast. Yeah, but see, this is what it looks like in the radiated area at night. As you can see, little hard to see, especially around the edges of the screen. Oops. Just refill on air real quick. Wish I had my flashlight. Again, just a bit hard to see right now. It's not even so much that it's exactly hard to see, it just makes everything look different, and I kind of have trouble telling where I am and recognizing familiar spots. Where I think I am? I don't know. I don't know where I am. I don't feel like swapping batteries into the flashlight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this pipe right here, and we're going to suck on it until morning. I'm just going to hang out. I'm going to double check both my tanks are full. They are. Wonderful. I'm going to pull out the knife. And I'm just going to hope nothing bites my ass when I'm not looking. Ugh. God, that feels good. Whew. Really hope it doesn't take too long for it to be day. Gonna actually water a little bit because I'm getting impatient. I just kind of need to know where I am. I found a spot I kind of recognized. That would help. Oh, you know what? Okay, I think I'm not yet at kind of where you spawn for the tutorial. Shit, I might have lost the air pipe. Fuck. Oh, there it is. I think I need to head further towards that. Yeah, because I'm definitely still closer to there. Alright, we're gonna go then. Yeah, because I think that little kelp forest splurge right there is confusing me as to where I am. It's becoming day, getting a little easier to see. Aha! I think this is kind of the main tutorial spot I recognize. Or at least close to it. Okay. I don't need the brain coral, for I have the majestic floating pump. Pipe to suck on. Yes. Okay, so if I had... Let me see. That's there, so if I head that way, it should be towards the thing. I get so bummed about how it came out. Yeah, I've kind of been getting that way myself, because I keep seeing it for the current Steam sale, and I'm like, like, if it was better, I would, but, yeah. Oh, I am minorly annoyed with the Steam sale, just because I'm like, I feel like there were so many games I want on PC right now, and I just can't think of them right now. I know that like 3 seconds after the sale ends, I'm gonna suddenly remember all the games I wanted on Steam. I didn't buy because I couldn't remember them in time. Real quick refill. Trying to find kind of a good spot in this zone to throw down the pipe. Okay, that's there, so I think I want to throw it more that away. Okay, somewhere over here should be the big arch, which has a bunch of the kind of small cave that doesn't lead to the jelly shroom area. Or at least, yes, that bigger wreck, and that's there. Okay, so if I get, like, kind of above this wreck, I feel like it would be a good spot for this. Alas, the majestic reef vac might be in my way for this. Oh, there goes the battery. And as I said earlier, those copper batteries were added in this mod so that they could make the better rechargeable batteries more expensive. And as such, the copper ones do not recharge. So... something I didn't realize until, like, the end of the last time I stopped playing this is I think I can actually just make these empty batteries back into copper. I was kind of just throwing them out in the ocean. But it turns out you actually can recycle them. Like, the mod kind of asks you to, which I guess was probably supposed to be a hint in retrospect. Alright. And now we start the semi-careful process of piping this shit down to the bottom. I don't have to go anywhere close to the surface to breathe. By semi-careful, I mean just kind of trying to head straight down so that I get as much length out of the pipe as I can. Not being super careful because I should have plenty of pipe. And in the long run, this spot won't be super important, but still not gonna just let myself waste it. That biter was trying to get me. Oh, I ran out of pipe. Guess I didn't have as much as I thought. Okay. But still plenty. So next I will also throw this beacon out. Cut a bitch. At least swing my knife around to maybe get them to go away. Give it a more noticeable color. Or at least try to. Let's just go with red. Alright. Now I can go around and scan in peace. Oh, I'm close enough to the Aurora that it's still radioactive even down here. That's a shame, but also makes sense with the base game, so...
New blueprint acquired.
I do want that. I want, like, 4 to 6 more mushrooms.
Performing a self-scan is advised.
I think 4, 5, 6, fuck it, 8. I do believe I am now infected, which means our friendly neighborhood warper might not be friendly anymore. And look at that, we need 12 different fragments to find out the sea moth recipe. Isn't that fun? Should probably be scanning the more important shit instead of just the random trash cans.
New blueprint acquired.
But hey, they're here and I can scan them.
Scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Go away. I hear the biter. Oh, I saw it.
Passing 100 meters.
Passing 100 meters. Your air sucks now, bitch. Oh, that looked kind of tech-related, but it was just random coral. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, that. I'm gonna start making waterproof lockers outside the life pod to store extra shit in. Oh, hello, shark. So that smaller bit of wreck should be somewhere over here, I believe. Oh, there it is. Bioreactor. Fucker. These things are just constant in this mod. Look, there's 2 of them. I almost have the stuff for the bioreactor. I have the farming capability and the rooms to use it until I go to the island. Which, again, the surface air, not breathable. The island, a lot more dangerous to explore than in vanilla. Look, that little jaunt with the Sea Glide ate up 10% of my power. Just to kind of show how much more power the radiation areas use. Ow, fuck. I'm at half health just from these biters. I think if one of the sharks bites me now, I'm dead. So I think they do, like, closer to 2/3 of your health than half. God, they always know when I'm after them to run away. Alright, what we got here? Hey, I was actually kind of hoping for that, so that's nice. I'll take some lead. I have flares in here. Oh my god, it got into the pod.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh my god! Don't kill me, please. This might be the end of the run. How unfortunate. Okay, but yeah. I was hoping that the Ultra Glide fins were here. I don't know if I can make them now or not. I don't remember that, but we at least have the recipe. That'll let me swim faster, which is, you know, a plus. Let's go anywhere. Out. Neat. I think that's about it for here. So we're just gonna head back to the life pod now. Why are these two fragments just right next to each other? Oh, don't bite me! Don't touch me up, Sterl! Oh, inventory is full. There you go. I just want a little top off. I have used almost half my Sea Glide's power already. Ugh. Radiation eating more power is brutal. Oh, I actually have plenty of... It's like, I don't know how many bladderfish I have to make water, and I'm definitely hurting for water. I have plenty of bladderfish. If anything, I probably have too many right now, and I should have dropped some to get more titanium or something. But, oh well. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that tired streak. I was kind of up early this morning, and I didn't sleep great last night, which is why I was up early. So that could very much be. And my back's kind of hurting a little. I just want to lie down. So I'll at least fiddle with the base stuff, then I'll see what time it is.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
It's only 7. Wow. I'll try and go at least for 7:30, so like another 20 minutes or so.
Aurora, this is Sunday again. We just picked up a massive debris.
First off,
You know how
give
bad-
me water.
How many of you? Like I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR.
I need 3 copper batteries to get 2 copper back. Damn you, game. By that I mean damn you, mod. Well, I am going to need more copper then. Alright. I did have another first aid kit. Well, whoops, I thought I was out. Actually, no, this is just kind of a good point to call it. I kind of got some of the basics down. The off chance I, like, continue this save, like, Monday or something, I don't need another Sea Glide. I need a mod station for that, so that sucks. Oof. Yeah, the next thing to do would really be just explore a red grass area to learn more, so I can't pin anything like that. But, yeah, I'm gonna call it a bit of an early night. Hope everyone had fun.